Hello everyone and welcome to Theme Park Worldwide, where this afternoon I'm back here at the Alton Towers Resort. It's May half term, the park's pretty busy out there, and we finally got a bit of sunshine again today. The weather here in Staffordshire has been awful over the past few days. We've had strong winds, we've had a lot of rain, but finally the sun's decided to come out again, so hopefully the weather will be pretty decent for the rest of the week if you are coming down to the park for half term. I thought it would be the perfect opportunity to come to the park today and talk all about next year's new addition and also a couple of changes that are going to be coming to CBeebies Land. Now, this area of the park opened back in 2014. We've seen various different investments, new things have come and gone over the years, but this is set to be the biggest change to this area since it first opened back in 2014. Now, back in December last year, 2024, Alton Towers did send out a release confirming that they are going to be putting in a new junior roller coaster subject to planning permission, and if this all goes through, of course they're aiming to open this in 2026. It seems like all that's now fine, all the planning's ready to go, and basically we're seeing some changes come into this area starting from next week, Tuesday the 3rd of June. Unfortunately, it does mean we are going to be losing a ride, and that is Postman Pat's Parcel Post. Honestly, I've got a lot of special memories for Postman Pat, and in this video I'm actually going to take my final ride on there as well, talk a bit about my history with the ride because I used to work on there, and just in general give you a bit of information about why that needs to close to make way for this new addition. I'll also share my thoughts on that as well because I've got quite a bit that I want to say on this one. Now, along with that, from Tuesday, Get Set Go Treetop Adventure, which runs around the top of the area, used to be originally known as Squirrel Nutty back when it opened in 1996. Obviously that got rethemed in 2014 to be part of the area, and Get Set Go, that's going to be temporarily closing until early July because we believe they're going to be changing the layout of that to make way for this new coaster. But come and join me, we'll head into CBeebies Land. I'll talk about what we can expect over the next few months with the construction phase and into next year, along with my thoughts on this new addition that's coming to the park. But first we're going to step back in time a little bit to when this area first opened back in 1996 as Storybook Land. Now, it was actually two areas back then. This section was Storybook Land with the then Squirrel Nutty that got installed, and then along with that you had Old MacDonald's Farmyard down at the back of the area as well. That all closed in 2013. And of course they announced that CBeebies Land will be opening the year after in 2014, combining both Storybook Land, retheming the Squirrel Nutty, retheming all the existing attractions in the area, and adding some new things into the area as well. Now, with Alton Towers being my home park, visiting all the time, it's somewhere that I grew up with, coming into Storybook Land and Old MacDonald's Farm, so I was quite sad to see it go. However, theme parks always evolve, changes come and go, don't they, over the years, and it was one of them that CBeebies Land created this really nice space. It was certainly a lot more colourful than it ever was before, and over the years we've seen lots of other new additions come to this area as well. But yeah, this is set to be its biggest change for next year with the addition of this new junior roller coaster, and yeah, it's actually going to be located right over here. So yeah, this view is going to look very different come next year, and this is why obviously Postman Pat's closing, which I am very, very sad about, and I'll come on to that in just a few moments. And also we believe Get Set Go is going to be having its layout edited as well, and actually earlier this year we pointed out that they've put some new footers in down there for Get Set Go to change the layout, and yeah, you can see they've kind of covered it over. There's one there, there's one on the other side, so it looks like that ride is going to be considerably shorter, but of course it is going to be coming back. I'm glad we're not losing two rides for this. Now, theme parks really are places for everyone to enjoy, and Alton Towers is very much a family park with a lot of different attractions for everyone. You've got the huge roller coasters. I mean, they've got 10 coasters here at this park, including the family coasters and Optionals here in CBeebies Land, so they've always had a great variety of roller coasters. But I think it's something that we can all agree on, that they need more kind of variety of rides, away from the big coasters, more filler rides, more filler additions. So that's why I'm quite sad to see Postman Pat go. Not only is it a really nice family ride down here in the area, it also isn't that old. It only actually opened in 2014 with this area. Obviously you used to have Old MacDonald's tractor ride in that location that I grew up with. I'm sure many of you did as well. And a lot of people thought it was just a retheme from the tractors, but no, literally it was a brand new ride system that was installed for 14 on there. I spent a couple of winters actually operating it as well, which was certainly great fun, and I had a lot of memories from that. Well, I think the thing is as well with Postman Pat, it's a ride that hasn't got a height restriction. Literally anyone can ride it. Our little one could have come on it if it was still open when he was here. So I think it's sad that we're losing like a ride in this area. What anyone could go on, that even babies, you could take them on there. And obviously the new coaster isn't going to be the case. You know, it's clear that there's going to be some form of height restriction. So for me, I do feel like it's a bit of a bad move taking out that attraction. Along with that too, shortening of Get Set Go. I'm grateful that it's staying. Again, I've got a lot of memories. I think it's a great ride. You know, people still really enjoy Get Set Go. It actually gets the biggest queues in the area, not just because of its popularity, but also its throughput as well. It's got nowhere near as many bugs running around as it used to. But yeah, obviously, yeah, I'm glad that they are keeping it. But yeah, it is going to be a considerably shorter layout from what we've seen here from the plans, and this new edition coming here into CBeebies Land. And not only is Postman Pat a really nice ride, and the same for Get Set Go down here, this part of the park is really beautiful when you look at the little stream down here, the theming, the planting. It's just really nice, and a park that is very much focused on having bigger rides. I've always liked CBeebies Land, how colourful it is down here, and yeah, all these props and theming that they've got around here as well. I just think it's a really nice part of the park, like this view here, looking at both the attractions, the kinetics with them both interacting as well. It's great, and yeah, I will miss that. So yeah, this will be the location of that new junior coaster, and clearly you can see why they need to take out Postman Pat to put that in, and also make changes to the layouts of Get Set Go, just because of how this part of the park is, you know, how this section is just here as well. So yeah, you've literally got a few days left to go to come get your rides in before all of this is going to look very different and turn into a construction site. And of course we're going to be saying goodbye to these buildings as well. The little post office over here. Oh, there's a little Easter egg on the wall inside here. I'm going to go and ride actually, and I'll show you that. The little post box here, is it still working? Oh,
thank you.
Hey.
This will be an extra. Thank you. This will be an extra special delivery.
Not many more special deliveries left for Pat. Yeah, I always just like to document these things. It's sad, isn't it, that all this is going away? But as Postman Pat would say, his mission is accomplished. All the theming around here. Nice family attraction. Real shame to see this going for another coaster when we've already got Alton Towers in the area. I have heard though a few things about this new coaster which are quite interesting, so I'll come on to that in just a moment. Postman Pat Parcel Post. I think this is the saddest part for me as well. Like I say, it hasn't got a height restriction. Literally babies can come on here. Children under 1.1 must be accompanied by an adult. And yeah, that's the only rule for Postman Pat. It's going. Right, let's go and enter the queue. Go and have a ride on here. It's really quiet. I thought I'd come and film this video at the end of the day when there's not as many people about here, especially for Get Set Go, because it still gets big queues, quite low throughput. So yeah, going to give that a go after this. Obviously you can film on both of these rides as well, so I'll just get a couple of the last POVs on these for you to see. Special delivery service. All this theming down here. It's all going away. And yeah, I reckon there'll be a big fence up round here in the next couple of weeks. And there's a sign, Postman Pat Parcel Post. For our last ever time. Had some good memories working on this ride. Very cold though, over winter when I was working on here. Good soundtrack as well. We used to have our own little dance moves actually, that me and the host always used to do. Postman Pat's van. And we're off. One last go.
Sitting down safely. Make sure you stay like that. I've loaded up the parcels. When we need to deliver a parcel, press the button that matches it.
I just think there'll always be a place in theme parks for simple tracked rides like this.
Oh look! There's Ajay playing with his train set. But something's missing. What can he use to pull the carriages?
I reckon he can use a train.
Well done! Ajay will be so pleased now that
I'm gutted we can't bring our baby on here next week. This would have been probably his first ride ever. And yeah, we're almost there now, the last few days, and the baby's coming.
Farmer Ralph Thompson at Thompson Ground. He's counting his livestock. I'm waiting for a very important delivery.
What's he waiting for, do you think? The sheep?
Well done.
Yeah, the track comes down very low here, hence why you can see they're going to have to make changes for the coaster.
Had to close the road.
Darling, what's going on here?
Never mind, we'll just have to take another route. These parcels must be delivered.
We're all going to have to take another route from Monday. So yeah, Monday will be the last day to ride this. Obviously closing from Tuesday. Yeah, Monday's the last day of operation for this Alton Towers Classic. And yeah, the tractors used to follow the same route back in the day.
My special delivery service helicopter. Looks like he needs something to help him finish the job. I wonder what it is.
Give him the spanner.
Great job. Ted can get on with his repairs now. It's art class today at the school, but Mira and Charlie seem to be missing something to paint with.
Onto the channel over there. Or should we give him a paintbrush? There we go. Yay!
Charlie, they're painting. Just one more to go now. Here's Mrs.
So yeah, you got that little hidden gem coming up in here. It's basically a picture of the towers on the wall, which is really pretty. One last letter. There we go.
Mrs. Goggins has got her letter.
There it is, just up on the wall. Really nice picture of the towers. Right there. Hopefully that'll end up in the archives. That's it, mission accomplished.
Thank you.
One last time.
Special delivery service completed.
It's quite sad actually, especially when we're working on it. It's quite emotional. That's it. All done. One last honk of the horn. Well, there we go. That's my last letters that have been delivered on Postman Pat Parcel Post here at Alton Towers, 2014 to 2025. It'll be missed. Like, really nice family attraction in this area of the park. Yeah, it's gonna have a walk down here now, taking a little bit more of the theme in here at the side, and then we'll go and get in the queue for Get Set Go. And there's a lot of little props all around this ride, all the different scenes and models. Yeah, I wonder where all they were gonna go. And the actual ride system itself, you know, are Alton Towers going to keep it and reinstall it somewhere else? I mean, it's only an 11-year-old ride system, so it'd be interesting to see. I'd love to see this relocated somewhere else in the park with a new theme. Imagining like Katanga Canyon as like a Jeep Safari or something like that. A little bit similar to Jungle Rangers down at Chessington. Yeah, it just seems, you know, bizarre to be taking this out in my opinion. So I'd love to see it go somewhere else in the park. And that would be the best decision that they could make with this, really. Add it to maybe Katanga Canyon or up in the world of David Walliams or that vicinity, you know, wherever they've got space really. But I think down the other end of the park, down by Katanga Canyon would be fantastic. Just adding another family ride down there. Or we might be seeing it scrapped. I guess we'll find out. Or they'll sell it to another park. Or it'll end up at another Merlin park. We'll see. Now we also wanted to get in, we don't know the exact official details yet for the coaster, other than on the plans we saw a pretty basic layout where it's going to go. It's not really going to come out into the path anymore or anything like that, it seems, from the plans. It is mostly going to take up that site where Pat is, and of course the Get Set Go track comes down into that area. The queue line's going to be going like all around where that pond is, so there's going to be a lot of like landscaping changes made all around there as well. I reckon we'll be saying goodbye to this music around the rest of the area as well, the Postman Pat song. Oh, we used to sing along and dance to it. Yeah, in terms of the coaster, we still don't know officially the manufacturer yet. Heard a few rumours and things, but nothing official. And in terms of the theme for this, again, it's not confirmed, but it's very, very likely this is going to be a bluey themed roller coaster coming here to the area as well. Again, the park haven't officially confirmed that, but that's the rumour at the moment. So blue is the big thing, isn't it? So yeah, I think it could be a bluey themed coaster that we're seeing come in. Now the layout for this does unfortunately look very basic. In fact, the layout looks even more basic than the Octonauts roller coaster adventure, the coaster that already exists down in this area. However, I have heard there could be a little bit more to the ride system on here than we're expecting. Maybe it's going to turn round, go into different scenes, that sort of thing. So I guess we'll find out when we start seeing the track go up, and we'll be following that throughout winter and into 2026. But yeah, I think there's certainly going to be a bit more to this coaster than we can initially see, or at least I hope so anyway, because the plans for this do look very basic with the layout. So I'm hoping they're going to kind of turn or spin or something into the different scenes around this ride. It does look like from the plans there's going to be some pretty large props and set pieces around as well. So yeah, hopefully that's going to enhance the ride experience on there too. Oh, I tell you what, it still gets busy, doesn't it? 30 minutes for Get Set Go Treetop Adventure. Still gets the queues this, and again, it isn't just the popularity of the ride, it's also the throughput on here, which isn't amazing. Shame to see them shortening this though. Yeah, it's been the same layout since '96 when it opened as Screw and Nutty in Storybook Land. And obviously for those of you that aren't familiar, that's the existing junior coaster they got down here at the moment, the Octonauts. Yeah, the new coaster doesn't look like it has a helix in or anything from the plans, unless, you know, there's going to be a few changes to that from what we can see in the detailed plans. But yeah, this is going to be closing as well. Last day to ride Monday, but it will be back from early July. They haven't put a date on that yet, but I guess it all depends on when all the work's done to get the area cleared and make the changes that they need to the layout on this.
The CBeebies bugs are all asleep, but now it's time to wake them up.
Took a while. Last ride on Get Set Go with its current layout. It's been like this since 1996 to Screw a Nutty.
Remember
This
to
is
stay
it.
seated and keep your hands on.
It never used to have onboard audio though. That got added 2014.
There's so much to do here at CBeebies Land. Down
Back in the day, you used to have pedals in here. Who remembers that?
sensory garden, where you can look for the
Yeah, that
things
took
you missed
35 minutes. It's only running 4 bugs. I remember when I used to work on this, I think we used to have 10 running. And before that, I'm sure they used to have a few more as well.
Can you see what's ahead?
4 bugs, hopefully we see more come back.
CBeebies house.
Oh, this is going to look very different.
Fast asleep. Shouting.
Obviously, we don't know the exact location for the new track. Are you still going to even come through this section or not? We don't know. Are you going to come through here and take a right? Or are you going to not even come through here? It's based on the foundations. It looks like you might not even come through this section anymore.
What can you see? I can see all of CBeebies Land. Can you see Upsy Daisy?
Feels like a piece of theme park history's changing.
Hello, Upsy Daisy. She's in the night garden with her friends Iggle Piggle and Macca. What else can you see?
Yeah, and this is exactly where the coaster's going to go.
I made a mistake.
Obviously, all this is done now. Guess the biggest queue in the park, this does.
To enjoy my special delivery service. That would be great. I'll see you later.
See you later, Pat. Yeah, based on the foundations, I'm thinking you're not even going to go through the house anymore. You might just come round here and then kind of connect up here. Going to be a lot shorter. Yeah, it's made some really good decisions the past few years, I think, with certain things. But this one, unfortunately, I just can't get behind. I think, as much as bringing a new junior coaster is going to be fun to the area,
CBeebies bugs painted.
we're losing an attraction and halving another one for it, which is sad.
Painted. What sorts of things do you like to paint? The CBeebies bugs help to make
Luckily, though, we're still going to be keeping this section down here at the front
CBeebies Land.
with a great
I
view.
wonder what they'll get up to next. What happens here? It looks like this is where they make the bookmobiles. They pop up the tyres and fill them with go-go juice.
Yeah, they've replaced a lot of the electricity rails on here. You can see how bright they are now.
The books have topped up our bookmobile. Thank you, books. We hope you had a great journey riding the bookmobile. There's lots more to see and do in CBeebies Land. In the Bigford Showtime area, you can meet
Oh, fill that airtime.
CBeebies.
But yeah, it's got a ride time of almost 4 minutes station to station at the moment. I reckon that's going to be getting cut in half. Love this view of Spinball Wizzy you get on here though.
Oh, look. This father's had so
That's
much
it.
fun. He's tired out. Thank you for helping us to wake the sea.
I know that theme parks have always got to evolve and make changes, but I'm really sad about this one. I think we've been having a lot of childhood nostalgia to this part of the park, and especially, with Squirrel Nutty. I grew up with that ride, and obviously the Storybook Land Bookworm, they used to be right over here by the water, but it's now in my possession, it's part of my theme park collection. A huge animatronic that used to be down here in this area, and it's so nice I managed to save that. So I've always had like an emotional connection to this area. Then obviously I worked in here as well, spent a lot of time in here working with some great people. So yeah, it's sad when changes come in. So yeah, this one, I know for a lot of people it's only just a couple of smaller rides here for families, but they are an important part of the theme park experience. And yeah, I'm sad to see these changes coming in. I think the past 3 years worth of investments have been really good for this park. The Curse at Alton Manor, they did a beautiful job. Of course, Nemesis Reborn, that transformation that I adore. Toxicator, a fantastic new addition for this year. Then of course, what they're doing with this area for next year, in my opinion, I wouldn't have done that for the park. I think, yes, bringing in new additions is great, but when it means closing things that, you know, don't have a height restriction like Postman Pat, and of course making changes to an existing family ride, I just can't really get behind that decision. But still, we'll see what happens. I'll cover it here on Theme Park Worldwide, and let me know your thoughts down below in the video comments. Will you miss Postman Pat? Will you miss that layout on Get Set Go Treetop Adventure? And of course, we'll be coming here next year for the new junior roller coaster that'll be part of this area, which we're expecting to be Bluey themed, but of course the park still haven't officially confirmed that yet. That leaves me with one final thing to say. Get out there and keep on riding. See you in the next video.